Hi guys. So I am currently cleaning out my closet and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit sad. It is bittersweet because this is about the third time I've done this since I gave in my life to Christ. And I feel like as Christians who are truly submitted to God, we don't talk about grieving your old self enough. I used to feel shame when it comes to grieving my old self because it's like, well, you shouldn't feel like this because you were hurting God living that life, which is true. And I'm not saying I am happy about grieving my old self, but it is hard. These pieces that I'm going to show y'all shortly are things I spent a lot of money on. I spent a lot of money on it. I used to be a bottle girl, so a lot of these pieces I did spend a pretty coin um, on. But I am doing this in faith because I know, for one, that God says anything that we give up in his name, he will replace it. So I'm believing in God that every dime I spent on these things that I've been trying to hold on to, he's going to replace tenfold, a hundredfold in Jesus' mighty name. And two, it just shows me that God gives me the increase. I've been trying to hold on to these things because I'm like, well, I've spent money on them, and I've been trying to figure out how I can squeeze around God, figure out how I can still wear some of these things that are just clearly still very revealing. And I kind of know God does not want me wearing some of these stuff anymore. So just also giving that up in faith that through Christ I am made new. So there's no need to hold on to the old stuff. And then number three, just killing my flesh, killing my flesh. I'm not gonna lie, I do miss being able to dress like this and not feel convicted about it, because I'm not gonna lie, I was cute. And I used to be one of the number one people who would say, oh, I'm not dressing like this for men. God blessed me with a nice body, I want to show it off. But it's like, God has shown me that I'm so much more than my looks, I'm so much more than my body, I am so much more than what people can see externally. What matters is what's on the inside. What matters is, do I know the Lord? Do I love the Lord? Am I ready to lay my life down for the Lord? So this is just something I'm trying to do to continue to honor that. I'm not perfect. I still struggle with trying to dress in the way that God has called me to, but I know that this is going to be a big step, and God that will continue to give me the wisdom to be able to do so. Just wanted to show y'all what I'm talking about. This is crazy. But my God is good. He's my provider, okay?